Hello, church. Just wanted to give you a quick update with what's going on as far as reopening the church. As you probably heard by now, Governor Beshear has said that churches in Kentucky can open up on Wednesday the 20th, so the first Sunday services would be the 24th. Then there was also a federal judge who ruled that services could start last week, I think it was. So some churches have already opened back up. Some churches are going to open up this Sunday. Some are taking some time and waiting until June or maybe even later. Different churches are doing different things. There's no one universal thing that's happening now. Churches are trying to get a re-entry plan. And the leadership team and I met this past week. Your leadership team is myself, Joe, the three deacons, Randy, Donald, and Ron, and then Bobby as the head of the trustees. So we met and went over the 3-page document here that the state of Kentucky has put out as far as what needs to happen for churches to reopen. And there are lots of guidelines in this, lots of things that need to be done. So what we are trying to do as a church is we are trying our best to open up in a safe way and follow these guidelines as well as possible. The Kentucky Baptist Convention also echoes these guidelines. So this is not just a thing where we say, well, the state's making us do it. Well, the leadership in the Kentucky Baptist Convention agrees with this, and these are just some good things as far as how it needs to be reopened, what needs to be done, the different kinds of cleanings that need to take place, regulations for masks, handshakes, how to do the Lord's Supper, so many different things. There's a lot to consider, and we are working on getting a plan together. We want to make sure that when we do reopen, that the church building is as sanitary and as clean as possible, and that we've got a good plan. And I know that there may be some folks, not just in our church or could be in any of our churches, that may not like having to go by these guidelines, or you say you don't want to wear a mask, or you don't like the changes or whatever. Well, a couple things to keep in mind. Number one, this is temporary. This isn't going to be the way that it's always going to be. This is just a small price to pay, as one pastor put it, in order for us to be able to have the privilege of coming back together again in face-to-face worship services. And if that's what it takes for us to open back up, then that's what we need to do. And that will slowly, Lord willing, be worked back, and hopefully eventually it'll be much more like normal soon. So just keep that in mind and be flexible with this, and do your best to go by this, and just understand this is a temporary thing, but it's a small price to pay. So our plan right now is we are still going to continue what we've been doing. We're going to do the online services on Facebook and YouTube Sunday mornings at 10. Still doing the Sunday night service on Facebook Live at 6. And then the Wednesday night prayer meeting at 6:30 also on Facebook Live. We will not be having in-person services this week or the next week. And then our leadership team is going to meet again toward the end of May, evaluate where we are, see the things that we've got, the supplies we've got, what kind of progress we've made as far as getting the church clean, and we're going to make a decision soon. So that's where we are now. Didn't want you to maybe see another church opening up this week and say, oh, is Moreland opening back up as well? Still doing the online services for now, and we will make sure to let you know exactly when it is that we have a set date and when it is, we can get going again. So that's just a quick update. Hope that answers any questions you may have for now. I hope to see you guys soon, and Lord willing, He'll get us through this and work it out, and plans will come together. So have a good day, and thank you for listening.